Alright, there you go. Welcome back for another video, guys. So, ito na naman po, no? So, sa mga kariyak natin dyan, ngayon, gagawa lang tayo ng video, which is ito yung nakita ko kagabi, no? So, meron silang BSc, MBV, no? Mali pala. MVB pala. MBB3. Yun yung segment nila kagabi ng ano bang channel nila na to? Tingnan natin. Binance Smart Chain, no? Yung official channel. So, dito nakita ko po, no, na kasi ang daming nagtatanong, ano ba yung PBU, ano ba yung expect natin, ano ba yung darating talaga na update nitong PBU this coming October, no? Sa mga nagtatanong, syempre ito na po yung para sa tingin ko, no, na pinakamagandang explanation kung ano yung expect natin, kung ano ba dapat yung gagawin natin, no? At mga mangyayari, etc. So ngayon, actually kasi hindi ko pa siya napapanood, no? Ang ginawa ko, panoorin natin to sabay-sabay, itong explanation ni Mr. Crow, no? And bigyan natin ng konting yung sinama rin nila, bigyan ko lang din ng konting dagdagan natin ng konting palabok, no, saka itlog kung meron tayong madadagdag. Okay. So, syempre, kung di ka pa subscriber, no, bago natin i-start to, click mo na subscribe button and yung notification bell para naman updated ka. And para matulungan mo ako, salamat again, no, magwa 1,000 subscriber na yung bago nating subscriber. Okay, so tara na, panoorin na natin to sabay-sabay. Let's go.
Right. So today, I guess my point is just to introduce our project to people who don't know our project yet. So our game is called Plants vs. Undead, right? Or PVU for short. So let's just jump right in. So what is PVU? PVU, in short, is a tower defense strategy game that has the players battle waves of undead by strategically placing the plants onto the battlefield. However, thanks to the blockchain technology, we are able to implement many unique mechanics that don't really exist in traditional gaming. Okay? So let's talk about the core design behind PVU, like why do we make the game? So we focus on two things. As you know, PVU is a game first, so the first thing we focus on is the fun factor. Right? We know in the NFT world, many players will focus a lot more on the financial aspect of our game, aka how do they make money from playing our game. However, we as a game designer, we want to make it our mission to make sure that players at least have fun playing our game, rather than just seeing it as a vehicle to make money. You know, the second thing we focus a lot more on is accessibility. Basically, we make sure that our game caters to a wide variety of audiences. There should be a little bit of something for everyone who play our game, whether they are playing it for profits, playing it to compete with other players, or they're playing it just to relax. We also need to make sure that people who don't have a lot of time and money to spend on our game can still enjoy the game, right? Which is probably the most difficult part with NFT game, because most of the time the entry cost for the game dependent on the token price, and we as game distributor, we cannot really control the token price, and it's up to the market. But it's a hard mission, but we're still going to try it anyway. And you will see that these two factors, the fun factor and the accessibility, drive many of our decisions as we move forward. So now let's talk about what the player can expect from playing our games, right? The three cores of the game is you play, you have fun, and then you earn. It's not really an NFT game without any of these elements. And we have three game modes currently, farming, PvE mode, and PvP mode. And all of our game modes will support this model of tokenomics. Let's first talk about the mode that already came out, the farming mode. Farming mode, you can think of it as a playground for players who prefer progression and optimization. Basically, it's started as a support mode, like a small part of our game to support the PvP game. But due to the surge in popularity when we released the game in July, we have decided to make this game its own standalone product. In this mode, players can grow plants, NFT or not, take care of their farm, and do daily quests and gain some rewards. Player can also earn NFT in the form of seeds, which can be grown into NFT plants. And as I said, this game will become its own product. This will happen in December, when the biggest update to the game will come out, update 3.0 by the way, which will include even more activities for players to do, such as fishing, mining, gathering, raising undead. They can also customize their farm. And that is the news for farm mode. Moving on to PvE mode, the second mode of our game. PvE mode, this is where the players actually battle the undead. Right? In this mode, player will build a team of plants to battle the undead in endless mode. Players have only a limited number of slots, as you can see here, 12 slots. So they have to think very carefully where they place their plants on the field. Because if they place them correctly, these plants will create synergy. And the stronger the synergy, the more undead they can slay. And the more undead they can slay, the more income they will gain. So they basically have to think a lot when choosing their team and placing their plants on the field. So how do these two modes work together? Right? They have to work together somehow. So here's basically the ecosystem for the two modes. In farm mode, you will use your farm to grow your plants, taking care of it. You will improve your plants by gathering materials, by getting fishing, getting mining, and then you will use the already improved plants to battle the undead in PvE mode. From the PvE mode, you gain some currency, some income that you can use to upgrade your farms to grow even more plants. So this is basically the core loop of the game that will come out in December this year. Now, what if you don't want to play farm mode? What if you don't care about optimizing and you only care about beating up other players? This is where our next mode comes in, the PvP mode. Oops. Okay, so PvP mode, as the name suggests, is basically for the most hardcore players, right? For the competitive crowd. Similarly, in gameplay to PvE mode, you will use your plans to battle endless wave of undead. However, the twist here is that your opponent will be doing the exact same thing. And your opponent can interfere with your battling process by spawning more undead on your field or disable your plans. Obviously, there are ways for you to prevent this, and you can also do the same thing to your opponent. This constant back and forth interaction is what diverges this mode from the other two, and what makes it so competitive and nerve-wracking. Since this game mode, PvP, will be its own game, we plan to build an esports scene for players in this mode, in which only the top of the top players, the top 1%, will be able to battle in terms of a tournament, and they will gain even bigger prizes. I know this was a lot of information, so if you want to learn more about us, you can visit our website at worldwideweb.plantversusundead.com. On here, you can find a demo version for our game. You can test it out for yourself. You can also join our Discord and Telegram channel to keep yourself up to date with our game. And I think that's pretty much it for me today.
Yeah, thank you,
Alright,
Miss.
so there you go. Okay, so ngayon ito kung nakita nyo naman, no, nagsusulat ako. Sinusulat ko kasi nga ngayon ko lang to pinakinggan. So sinulat ko para syempre mas mabilis kong makuha yung mga key points, no? Yung mga dapat lang, no, na pag-usapan natin or idagdag ko lang dito, no? Syempre para at least ito pinabidali na nila yung explanation. Kaya nga sabi ko kanina, isa to sa pinaka malinaw na explanation. Ngayon dadagdagan pa natin ng konti. So ito yung mga nakita ko lang, no. Ito syempre, no, para dun sa mga iba kasi nai-stress ganun. So make sure na itong laro na to, no, dinesign to para tayo mag-enjoy din, no. So habang nag-i-enjoy tayo, kaya nga play to earn, eh. Habang nag-i-enjoy tayo, to follow na yung earning, no, yung profit. So syempre maglaro muna tayo, yan, 'di ba? Yan yung una, tapos mag-enjoy, okay? And kumita. Okay. So maliwanag naman po siguro. So ngayon, sabi because of blockchain nagkaroon sila ng chance para magbago, no? Ito nga 'yung nangyari. Which is hindi siya yung anong tawag dito? hindi siya yung parang Plants vs. Zombie na dati, no? Yung nakikita natin. So, ito sabi, PBU Fun Factor. So, ito, you have to, syempre, di ba katulad nga ng sabi ko kanina, ang PVU is, kumbaga dinesign nila to enjoy the game rather than to make money. Alright? So, syempre, ganoon naman po talaga dapat, no? Kumbaga, ano yan para hindi ka may stress, no? Enjoy mo muna, like, katulad yan, kung ano yung mga gusto mong gawin, diba? Enjoyin mo muna yung mga gusto mong gawin, like, katulad to. And then, suddenly, and then later on, no? Later on, makikita mo, magte-take ka na ng profit, no? Dito sa ginagawa mo dahil nag-i-enjoy ka. Kasi pag hindi ka nag-i-enjoy, nai-stress ka lang sa ginagawa, hindi ka kikita dyan, men. No? Kailangan mag-enjoy tayo, no? Parang pagmamahal po yan. Pag hindi ka nag-i-enjoy, alam mo na. Okay, palitan mo na yan. So, ito pa. Accessibility. So, sa accessibility, guys, ito. Di ba katulad niya, may mobile phones na tayo. So, hindi niya to dinagdag dito. So, may mobile phones tayo. Pwede natin itong laruin sa application. Even on Apple devices, di ba? So, Android and iPhone users, no? Sa mga Apple users or iPhone users, no, rather. So you can play it easily, no? You can play it anytime, anywhere, 'di ba? So yun. Hindi nila binanggit, so dinagdag lang natin 'to. Tapos ano pa ba? Farm mode ito, mga nakita ko lang, no, na idadagdag lang natin. Itong farm mode daw is magi-stand alone siya, which is on December, no? Kasi nga itong farm mode is kumbaga naka-design na talaga to as naka-separate siya eh. So based lang sa aking narinig, no, kung tama yung aking pagkakaintindi ron. Kasi itong farm mode is isa to sa tumulong para magkaroon ho ng PvP, no? Siya yung naging reason para maging makatotohanan or maisakatuparan itong kanilang roadmap, which is ito nga yung lalabas ngayon, no? October to December. So si farm mode yan ang dahilan. Okay, so kaya ang gagawin nila ito, magi-stand alone to. Ayon sa aking pagkakaintindi, may farm mode lang siya na naka-separate. Okay, so sana tama ako. Correct nyo ako kung mali ako sa pagkakaintindi ko, ha? So sa PBE naman daw, the more slay, the more profit, which is yan. Okay yan. Totoo yan, syempre. So, ito naman. So, kung paano daw yung ito yung dito siya umiikot itong dadating nga na December. Ito dito siya iikot paano mo mapapalago yung farm mo. Syempre, you have to grow plants. Yan. Pag nag-grow ka, syempre, yung mga nag-grow mo, kailangan mo i-upgrade. Improve mo daw, i-improve mo for you to be able to battle the undead, 'di ba? So, syempre, pag nanalo ka, naka-slay ka ng marami, according to this, di ba? So, you were able to upgrade your farm. So, kaya kailangan more profit or marami kang nakukuha, kailangan upgrade yung farm mo. Bakit? Kasi ito yung cycle niya, di ba? Pagtapos mong mag-upgrade, grow ka uli ng plants, improve, ikot-ikot lang yung cycle niya. So, ganun lang. So, wag take ng profit. Siyempre, isipin nyo rin yung future ho ng farm nyo. Kasi kung mag-take ng profit, hindi mo alalahanin yung farm mo. What I mean is, take ng profit is, yung alam nyo yun, imbis na gagastusin mo sa farm mo, ilalabas mo. 'Di ba? So, siyempre, isipin mo rin yung farm mo para gumanda. Okay? So, maganda dito, yun nga, yung PvP mode is very competitive, no? Parehas to. So, player versus player or person versus person, whatever. Kung anong prefer nyong itawag dyan sa PvP na yan. And then ito maganda dito, meron silang di ba, may Telegram sila, meron silang main website, di ba, tapos meron silang official Discord para easy access or you can easily contact with them or you can easily get the latest information about PVU. So I hope naiintindihan nyo yung mga sinabi ko ngayon and yung napanood natin, no, na video. Salamat nga pala, no, sa Bayan ng Smart Chain dito sa video na to. Credits din sa inyo. Lalagay ko na lang yung kanilang link dito sa aking description box, no. And yun nga, maraming salamat kung nagustuhan nyo tong video ko. Pakibigyan naman ng like, pakibigyan nyo ng comment, syempre pakishare and subscribe. Yan, have a great day po sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat and a peace.